On a gray Los Angeles morning, outside the downtown courthouse, a young man walks calmly between two officers. His hands are cuffed, his future uncertain, yet his face shows something disturbing. He's smiling, not nervously, not awkwardly, confidently. Someone in the crowd raises a phone. The camera rolls. Within hours, that clip spreads across TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts. Days later, another video appears. Same man, different officers, same courthouse. Then another, this time inside a police cruiser. Another, from behind jail bars. Every clip ends the same way, the smile. Online, people begin connecting dots that were never meant to touch. Captions appear claiming he is a vigilante who murdered his sister's rapist after the justice system failed. Dramatic music is added. Slow motion edits amplify the myth. Millions watch, thousands comment. Hero. Justice served. This is what real courage looks like. Los Angeles, a city addicted to stories, embraces the narrative without asking a single dangerous question. What if the story everyone loves is completely wrong? The truth begins 10 years earlier in South Los Angeles, far from viral videos and trending hashtags. In 2014, a 19-year-old college student was brutally assaulted while walking home from her part-time job. The suspect was later identified as Mark O'Connor, a 50-year-old construction laborer with a history of violence that never fully reached public attention. LAPD arrested him within days. The case moved slowly, painfully, through the courts. The assault left the young woman with severe physical trauma and irreversible psychological damage. Months later, complications from her injuries took her life. Her father, unable to cope with the loss, suffered a fatal heart attack shortly afterward. 2 lives were gone, yet the courtroom offered no sense of closure. In 2016, Mark O'Connor was sentenced to 12 years in prison. Many believed justice, though imperfect, had at least been served. But justice in America is not always final. During the COVID-19 pandemic, overcrowding policies and emergency release measures shortened his sentence. Quietly, without headlines, Mark O'Connor walked free. For the system, it was procedure. For one person watching from the shadows, it was betrayal. That person was Lucas Miller, the victim's younger brother. For years, Lucas had lived with unresolved grief, anger, and a growing belief that the justice system protected criminals better than victims. When his sister died, he lost more than family. He lost faith. Therapy didn't help. Time didn't help. Every day, he replayed the courtroom images, the early release notice, the silence of officials who never called to explain why the man responsible was free again. When Lucas discovered that Mark O'Connor was working construction jobs around Los Angeles, something inside him hardened. This was not a sudden emotional explosion. It was a slow, calculated collapse of restraint. Lucas didn't act immediately. He watched. He learned routines. He waited. In his mind, this wasn't revenge. It was correction. He convinced himself that the system had failed and that failure now belonged to him. He told no one except one trusted friend, Aaron Cole, who tried, unsuccessfully, to talk him out of it. What Lucas didn't realize was that once he crossed that line, the story would no longer belong to him. On the night of August 28, 2024, Mark O'Connor finished a late shift and began walking toward his parked car on a dimly lit Los Angeles street. Security cameras would later show only fragments, shadows moving, headlights passing, a brief struggle. Investigators determined that Lucas and Aaron confronted him without warning. There was no argument, no dramatic speech, just violence, a single weapon, multiple wounds. It was fast, controlled, and devastating. Mark O'Connor died at the scene. Lucas didn't run in panic. He walked away. Within 48 hours, LAPD identified the suspects using surveillance footage and phone location data. Both men were arrested. During interrogation, Lucas confessed fully. He did not deny the crime. He did not celebrate it either. His only statement was chillingly simple. I did what the courts wouldn't. When police escorted him to court, his face was deliberately covered. Not to protect him, but to prevent exactly what was already happening online. A false hero being born. Here is the twist that changed everything. The smiling man in the viral courthouse videos, the one the internet crowned as a hero, was not Lucas Miller. He was an entirely different individual. A small-time social media creator who staged minor arrests, exaggerated encounters with police, and filmed content designed to appear criminal without serious consequences. His videos existed long before the murder, but algorithms don't care about timelines. The internet merged two unrelated stories into one myth. A real crime rooted in pain became entertainment. A real victim's family became a hashtag. And a man who committed murder, no matter his motivation, was transformed into a symbol that never truly existed. This is not a story about heroes or villains. It is a warning. In the age of viral justice, truth moves slower than fiction. And when people stop asking questions, the loudest lie wins. In Los Angeles, the city of stories, one smile was enough to rewrite reality.